Poland's government has long been proud of its strong stance against migration. While other European nations welcomed in hundreds of thousands of people who'd fled war, Poland stood firm with its borders firmly closed. Warsaw has resisted taking in refugees from Syria, Afghanistan and Eritrea, among others. But then the government realized the country had a problem, a massive labor shortage. So their solution, oversee the largest influx of migrant workers the country has seen in recent history. Over the last few years, more than 2 million foreigners have arrived in Poland. They're mostly Christian from neighboring Ukraine. So are migrants okay so long as they're not Muslim? Well, to answer that, we're joined by Polish MP Dominik Tarczynski from the ruling Law and Justice Party. He's also the vice president of the European Conservatives group in the Council of Europe. Dominik, is that it? 2 million Ukrainians are okay, but not one Muslim, because that's just how you guys feel about it.
Good evening, Imran. Thank you for having me. It has nothing to do with religion. It has nothing to do with Islamophobia. It's all about safety. As I said previously, everyone is allowed to apply. Everyone is allowed to submit the documents, ask for the permission, ask for a visa, and then our interior minister will decide if he's needed for our society. The difference between immigration and refugees as a legal difference. You are mixing words. It's very important because the difference is quite big. First of all, refugee is the person who flees to the first safe country by the international law. Immigrant, especially illegal immigrant, is not welcome in Poland. This is what we promised, and these words will be kept. Basically, we are not talking about people who are in need. We are not talking about Muslims. We are talking about a law, international law and Polish law. We don't want any illegal migration in Poland. This is what we promised. This is why our government was elected, and not even one Muslim illegal migrant will come to Poland, ever.
What do you mean by safety? Why is safety connected to Muslim? Explain that to me.
First of all, that's very clear, very simple. In Germany, over 200,000 of so-called refugees just vanished, disappeared. Nobody knows who are they, where are they, and what are they going to do. Nobody knows. 200,000 people. Can you imagine how many people is that? It's just crazy. So this quota system, which was offered by Germany, failed, as we know, and this is against our safety in Europe. This is very huge issue. First of all, I'm talking about the terrorist attacks committed by radical Islamists. I couldn't hear very strong words from imams who would condemn this kind of attacks. That's number one. Rapes in Sweden, hidden for 13 months. I'm talking about the youth festival where girls were raped by illegal Muslim migration immigrants. And
you're saying it has nothing to do with Muslims,
hidden.
but then you're saying
Germany,
Muslims are terrorists and Muslims are rapists.
Where people were raped as well, and that was hidden.
Right. Okay, but again, you're saying it has nothing to do with Muslims, but
of
Muslims are rapists and terrorists.
But these cases,
right.
It's true.
Okay.
It's true, but these cases are committed by illegal Muslim migration, okay, which was proven by the police in Sweden, in Germany, in France, in many other countries.
Okay, so Dominik, let me take your logic then. And if I have to look at the biggest terrorist attack that has captured the international imagination in recent times, the Christchurch mosque attack, or mosque attacks, right? Carried out by someone calling himself a Christian, right?
And the difference, I think the difference between us, all the Western world condemned this attack.
Okay, so certainly. So is there then a safety problem with Christian migrants, such as the Ukrainians, because of that mosque attack?
No. First of all, the man in Christchurch was not a migrant. I think he should spend his whole life in jail. Mm-hmm. And as I said, the whole world, Western world, condemned that. I couldn't hear condemnation from the Saudi Arabia or other Sharia law states after many terrorist attacks in Sweden, where we have Malmö and other places where police is afraid to get in. So I'm talking about the scale and the reaction. The scale is completely different. And the reaction from our side, as a Christians and as a Western civilization, compare it with the Saudis, with Iran, where people are hanged for their homosexuality.
Okay, you're talking about Saudi and you're talking about Iran
religion.
and all these places.
It's completely different.
Okay. But these are places that are not affected by migration, right? What I'm asking you, Dominik, right? Has Poland had a history of problems with Muslims? Yes or no?
No.
Okay.
No, not
How
at all.
many Muslims are in
Not
Poland?
at all.
How many Muslims are in Poland?
Tatars. We've got Tatars who are, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Listen,
How many Muslims
we've
are in
got
Poland?
Tatars who are in Poland for 700 years.
Yeah.
1%, maybe.
It's less than
not even that.
0.1%.
But what I'm trying to say, that we want to have peaceful people. It has nothing to do with a religion. It has nothing to do with Islamophobia.
But you just told me it has
As I
something
said,
to
we've
do
got
with
Tatars
religion.
who are so peaceful, who fought.
You just said you won't have
No,
one
what
because
I'm
they're
trying
related
say,
to terrorism and rapes,
modern,
right?
Radical. Imran, listen to me. I'm talking about the wave of illegal migration, which started in 2015. Not about religion, but it's linked to the religion and radical Islamists.
But if I have to look at Poland's history,
this wave and about this madness started by Germany in Europe.
Dominic, historically, Poland has had far more problems with Christians than they have had with Muslims, haven't they? Have Muslims been involved in partitions, death camps, invasions in Poland?
No. As you know, our King Sobieski stopped Muslims in Vienna. So that's the very huge achievement in the history of Polish history.
Okay,
if not King Sobieski,
in the 18th century, Poland was partitioned 3 times. Was it by Muslim powers?
You know what hijra means?
And I'm saying you want to talk about Vienna. What I'm saying is, okay, if we want to go to history, Poland was partitioned 3 times. Was it done by Muslim powers? Dominic?
No, what I'm saying is, this war of civilization, as I call it, is just a fact. Okay. I'm not going to
those are the
Iraq,
words also of the shooter in
Saudi
Christchurch.
Arabia. I'm not going to Iran.
The shooter in Christchurch in his manifesto said he's fighting this war of civilization as well. Against Muslims that he can't name that are all against him.
I know. Okay, but how many terror attacks? How many terror attacks were committed by Christians in the name of the religion? How many were shouting, Christ is the Lord? None. 0. And every single committed by the Muslim is followed by Allah Akbar.
Yes,
that's the fact.
Okay,
and the difference between criminals,
it's the association
Christian
you're
criminals,
making with,
is that they are not committing it in the name of the faith.
Can I go back to your agreements with Brussels, or you're being a part of the club, right? So as an outsider looking in, as Poland being a member of the European Union, when it came to the quotas, so the European Union said, okay, guys, we're all in the same club together. There's a refugee crisis, right? And we need to have quotas. We need to share the burden. From the outside looking in, it looked as if, with Poland, it was as if everybody had agreed to go out to dinner and split the bill. Everybody went out to dinner, everybody ate, but at the end, hold on. At the end, Poland said, oh no, I'm not paying because I took my other friend out for lunch earlier and I paid. I brought in Ukrainian migrants. I brought in 2 million. So I don't want to be a part of this burden. Why do you guys stay a part of this club if you so fundamentally disagree with the Germans and the others on absolutely everything? Why do you bother?
Because Germany and Russians, they want to drink Dom Perignon and they want us to drink water. That is the difference. So if they want us to have a lunch together and split the bill, they have to eat the same thing and they drink the same thing. The club means that we are equal. We have the same rights and the same duties. But it doesn't work this way. Germany asked for a deal with Russians. I'm talking about Nord Stream 2. French, they are selling Mistrals to Russia. They are making a business. They don't care about our safety. And then they want us to pay the bill. It doesn't work this way. It's not going to work this way. We will never agree for the deals with the Russians and not saying anything. So if they want solidarity, if they want to have this club with us as a partners, they have to behave like a partners. Mistrals from France and Nord Stream 2 are the symbols. Obviously, there is much more to be given as an example. So, first of all, it's not us who started this madness. It's Germany who started. Angela Merkel was looking for cheap labor, so she found out that they want to work, that they want to contribute to this society by their taxes. They don't want to learn language. And then she decided, okay, so let's spread them around. Let's say that this is our responsibility, not mine. And then we're going to get rid of this problem. No. We're not going to take any of those. It's not our war. It's not our colony. We never had any colonies in our history. So we want to be a partner. We want to be equal partner with the same rights and the same duties. That's why I keep repeating, not even one illegal will come to Poland ever.
Dominic, it's been really great getting into the mind of the current Polish government, and good to have you on the program. Thanks for joining us.